Hello there, and welcome to Pets Aplenty. Today on the channel, you'll be learning all about the Volpino Italiano, a small Italian dog that is constantly alert and joyful. We've gathered all this information to help you make an informed decision in your adoption process. Before we continue though, we would love for you to subscribe to our channel and turn on post notifications. Dog breed history. The Volpino Italiano shares the same ancestors as the German Spitz. This breed was initially employed as a guard dog on farmyards and in the homes of its owners. It's believed that the Volpino Italiano originated in Italy during the 15th century. Their high-pitched barks would notify the property's bigger Mastiff-type guard dogs of any strange behavior or prospective invaders, enabling them to respond swiftly and combat any danger. For centuries, the Volpino was popular across Italy, notably in Tuscany, in huge aristocratic households and among the familiar people. The German Spitz recently took their place, and the Volpino practically vanished. It was only spared because of the dedication of a few breeders. The Volpino is no longer endangered, yet it is not as well known as it might be. The Volpino is sometimes confused with the Pomeranian or the miniature American Eskimo, although he is a unique breed. Differences in head form and size may be noted, with Volpinos being somewhat more prominent than Pogs. The Volpino is a rare breed, with just around 3,000 remaining in the world. The majority are located in Italy, although they settled in Scandinavia, the United Kingdom, the United States, and Canada. Queen Victoria is claimed to have brought home a pair of Volpinos from Florence, Italy in 1888. Still, by referring to them as toy Pomeranians, she led to the breed's misidentification. Appearance. The Volpino Italiano is a tiny, muscular dog with a square torso. Females have a lifespan of 10 to 11 years and weigh between 9 to 11 pounds, while males live up to 11 or 12 years and have the same weight as females. The eyes are round and average in size. The ears are triangular in form, short, perked up, situated high on the head, and extremely close together. This little dog, with a foxy face and a compact body coated in thick hair, is sometimes confused with the Pomeranian. While it was primarily red, the most common color is now unicolor white. It may, however, always be crimson or champagne in a shade of yellow. The torso measures the same length as the dog's withers ridge between the shoulder blades. The legs are well aligned and well structured. The tail is permanently curled and in line with the hindquarters. Temperament. The Volpino is an intelligent breed that adapts well to instructions. He may be boisterous if you don't teach him the command "quiet" early on. Like other Spitz breeds, it's vigilant to anybody approaching his territory and will bark to notify you of their presence. Despite their thick coat, Volpinos are strictly inside dogs. Constant, high-pitched barking may be a concern, since they will naturally feel the need to bark at newcomers to the family or express their discontent with anything. If this feature is not wanted, training them while they are young is feasible. Before adopting a Volpino, take some time to talk to the breeder about what you're looking for in a dog and ask for help while choosing a puppy. Breeders know better because they observe their pups regularly and may give astonishingly accurate suggestions after learning about your lifestyle and personality. Preferably, look for a puppy whose parents have pleasant personalities and socialize from a young age. Socialization. The Volpino is an Italian breed that is not widely distributed around the globe. They are quite sociable and have a fantastic sense of humor, since they like playing and fooling around. The breed generally loves to build great relationships with its owners and like engaging with them the most. Perfectly willing to play lapdog in the evening when they're worn out. They're energetic with children and will connect well with adults. This means they're committed to people they love, but may be distant with strangers, generally expressing their concern via extended vocalization. Also, the Volpino Italiano does well with other animals if they've been socialized from puppyhood. He will happily play with other dogs and even cats for hours, keeping themselves occupied. Owners should know that the breed is prone to tiny dog syndrome, and you should do all it takes to actively avoid it. Small dog syndrome causes dogs to want to take charge of the family, disregard rules and directions, and behave aggressively at inappropriate times. This unpleasant circumstance may be avoided by not spoiling your Volpino Italiano and refusing to tolerate nasty behavior. The Volpino thrives on early and thorough socializing. If feasible, enroll him in puppy kindergarten by the time he is 10 to 12 weeks old and socialize him often. However, keep in mind that many puppy training programs need specific immunizations documented before starting. In addition, many veterinarians advocate limiting puppy contact with other dogs and at public areas until puppy vaccines have been completed. Exercise. Due to the breed's petite size and history as a lapdog, there's a specific misconception that the Volpino Italiano doesn't need much exercise. However, it turns out they also have intense energy levels, so this dog requires a lot of daily exercises and appreciates it when he gets a lot of room to play. They adapt quickly to various tasks like agility, nose work, and even small game hunting. They also need enough mental stimulation and appreciate any puzzles and games you supply. This goes to say that if you live in an apartment, you must take your Volpino Italiano out for some daily exercise. A Volpino who is left alone or does not receive enough exercise may turn destructive very soon. He may damage your furniture and bark incessantly. A properly enclosed yard and a selection of toys can help keep a Volpino entertained and out of trouble. They should not be kept out in the yard alone all day. Training. The Volpino Italiano may sometimes be obstinate and mischievous. However, it is an innovative and clever dog breed. He is capable of absorbing everything you tell him. Sometimes training may prolong longer than expected, so the trainer must be stern and use positive reinforcement strategies to ensure their desire to engage in the lessons. Luckily, the breed loves to be rewarded, so attempt to make treats and praises a part of your training sessions. Begin teaching a Volpino the day you bring him home, or he will have you trained to do his bidding before you realize it. If you wait until he's 6 months old to start training, you will have a stubborn dog to deal with. In place of professional training, you may begin teaching your puppy at home and socializing with family and friends until his puppy immunizations are finished. Grooming. Brushing the Volpino Italiano coat each week is recommended to avoid knots and keep a lovely-looking coat. Their double coat may get matted, especially around the heavy neck ruff, if ignored. This dog can be bathed, but if you can, professional grooming is preferable. This should not be done too regularly since it may damage the coat's protective characteristics. The fur beneath their eyes is prone to tear staining and should be washed off with warm water regularly to prevent excess buildup. For sanitary concerns, some owners clip the lengthier hair on the dog's rear limbs and beneath their tails once a month. Check for sores and rash while you groom your Volpino, as these frequent checks help you detect illnesses faster. Diet and nutrition. The Volpino Italiano is a high-quality dog. Hence, like others, it needs high-quality food to thrive. Pay maximum attention to your dog's diet, as the health and beauty of their coat depend on it. Homemade meals produced with fresh vegetables, raw meat, cereals, starchy carbohydrates, and other nutritious ingredients are suitable. However, several manufacturers provide high-quality biscuits that may be acceptable as well. In general, whether you decide on commercially made or homemade food, ensure it's all under your veterinarian's advice, supervision, and consent. Some canines are prone to getting overweight, so keep an eye on your dog's calorie intake and weight level. Your Volpino's diet should be strictly based on his age and size. Treats may be a valuable training tool, but feeding too much can lead to obesity. Furthermore, a quick consultation with your veterinarian will help keep you on track with your dog's health. The Volpino Italiano is a little dog with generally excellent health and a long lifespan. However, the Volpino Italiano is prone to a limited number of disorders such as primary lens luxation, cataracts, and luxating patella. Primary lens luxation is a painful eye ailment. When a dog is infected with it, the fibers that should maintain the lens in place break down, thereby failing to appropriately retain the lens in a position, leading to other eye ailments like retinal detachment and glaucoma. Both eyes are usually afflicted, but not always at the same time. Blindness is probable if the appropriate treatment is delayed. In certain circumstances, an ophthalmologist would surgically remove the damaged lens, which can maintain vision if done early enough. Cataracts, on the other hand, are standard with this breed. It is a blue, hazy lens that prevents light from reaching the retina, resulting in blurred vision and even blindness. In most cases, phacoemulsification is recommended by a veterinarian. It's a technique in which ultrasound breaks up the cataract. Lastly, luxating patella is a condition whereby the kneecaps pop out of position and the dog is asymptomatic. Luxation has 4 classes, with grades 2 and above most likely to need surgical correction. In contrast, others are lame and in discomfort. Although various surgical methods have been documented, the prognosis is frequently favorable. In all, we suggest you insist on a PLL clear test if your dog is not bred in the United States. This is because it is a compulsory test in the US, unlike in Italy and other locations. We hope you found helpful information on the Volpino Italiano in this video. What are your thoughts on this little guy? Do you own one? Tell us about it in the comments section down below. Remember to subscribe to our channel and turn on post notifications so you'll be the first to know when we post a new pet video. Also, make sure to check out our playlists and click on the video links that pop up at the end of this video. Thank you for watching.